Success is something you have to define for yourself, and no one can do it for you. Success could mean of giving back to the world and making a difference. It could mean a sense of accomplishment and career progression. It could mean being able to do the things you love. It could mean being able to provide the best possible upbringing for your children. It's entirely up to you. A one-size-fits-all approach is impossible. For some people like Bill Gates with their Gates Foundation, success is something giving to the society. And for some like Elon Musk with SpaceX, is shifting entire society to another planet is success. So how you define your success is entirely up to you. And if you like videos on success and people related to it, do let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Talking about success and successful people is interesting, and so is learning about their story. The real-life Iron Man who wants to explore space like no other man recently made headlines throughout the world by becoming the world's richest man in such short time. But the story of his success wasn't so short. Nerdy boy from South Africa became a world-famous American engineering entrepreneur, also the richest person on Earth. Elon Musk's story is a lesson in how a few simple principles applied relentlessly can yield amazing results. Elon Musk born in 1971 in South Africa of a model and dietitian, May Musk, and an electromechanical engineer, Elon Musk, whom Elon has described as a terrible human being. Elon Reeve Musk is the eldest of his parents' 3 children and a citizen of 3 countries, South Africa, Canada and the US. Musk spent his childhood with his nose in books and computers. A small introverted boy, he was ostracized by his schoolmates and regularly beaten up by class bullies until he became big enough to defend himself after a growth spurt in his teens. First companies. Musk moved to Silicon Valley in summer 1995. He registered in a PhD program in applied physics at Stanford University, but withdrew after only 2 days. The early internet was heating up, and the brothers decided to launch a startup they called Zip2, an online business directory equipped with maps. In due course, the brothers found angel investors for Zip2 and built it into a successful company. In 1999, the brothers sold Zip2 to computer maker Compaq for $307 million. Running on empty. After pumping all his money into Tesla and SpaceX, Musk was running dry. Musk was living on personal loans from friends since October 2009. Even the company wasn't doing very good financially and had to borrow $465 million from the United States Department of Energy. Before this, Tesla had been largely surviving on Musk's personal investments, which was no longer possible. His divorce settlement with his wife added to his woes. Tesla came to Musk's rescue, with reimbursing his trips and awarding him 6.7 million stock options. Musk seems like a go-to guy to learn how to fail successfully. Elon Musk. Tesla CEO Elon Musk speaks at a delivery ceremony for the first Tesla Model 3 cars made at Tesla's Shanghai factory in Shanghai in January 2020. Elon then founded an online financial services company, X.com, on his own. Its main rival was a company called Confinity, founded by Peter Thiel and 2 others just months after X.com, with offices in the same building. The 2 companies merged in March 2000 and took on the name of their main product, PayPal, a person-to-person online money transfer service. eBay, the online auction service, bought PayPal in October 2002 for $1.5 billion worth of eBay shares. At the age of 31, Elon Musk, who had been the largest shareholder in PayPal with 11.7% of its equity shares, found himself holding $165 million worth of eBay stock. 3 missions. The companies he has founded, co-founded, and/or led since leaving PayPal, 2 of which, SpaceX and Tesla Motors, he risked his entire early fortune to build, are all focused on addressing 3 distinct existential risks to the long-term survival of humanity: climate risk, single planet dependency risk, and human species obsolescence risk. Climate risk. Tesla Motors, Solar City, and the Boring Company are aimed at addressing climate risk by accelerating the transition to clean electricity and electricity-powered transportation. Single planet dependency risk. According to Musk, humanity's long-term survival is at risk if it stays limited to just this one planet. Sooner or later, some disaster, maybe an asteroid, supervolcano, or a nuclear war, will end our tenure here. Musk founded Space Exploration Technologies Corp, or SpaceX, in May 2002 to get us off the planet. Musk taught himself the necessary engineering skills to design rockets, and is Chief Technology Officer as well as CEO of SpaceX. A key hire early on was the 11th employee to join, Gwynne Shotwell, put in charge of business development, soon established herself as Musk's right-hand woman at SpaceX. She has become a legend in the space tech world, and the company may well have failed without her. Tesla driving into tunnel. A modified Tesla Model X drives in the tunnel entrance before an unveiling event for the Boring Co. Hawthorne Test Tunnel in California. Missteps, tough times, and controversy. Elon Musk is not a perfect, infallible hero. He is a brilliant creator of extraordinary vision and capability, but he is also, according to some former employees, a very hard man to work for. He works 80-hour weeks, and he expects his engineers to work crazy hours too. He is often impatient with co-workers, and when he's under stress, he sometimes fires people on the spot for what he considers displays of incompetence, but others might describe as very minor mistakes. In his public communications, he has made a number of errors in judgment, sometimes sending out incendiary tweets that he later had to apologize for. He tweets a lot. In May 2020, Musk weathered a storm of controversy over his decision to reopen his Tesla Motors manufacturing facility in Fremont, California, after a 2-month closure, in disobedience to an Alameda County administrator who ruled that Tesla was not an essential business and should remain closed due to the region's SARS-CoV-2 pandemic lockdown. Although there have been controversies and ill-considered public remarks, there have been few major errors in core business execution. With Tesla and SpaceX having weathered their fragile early growth years and now well on the way to becoming massive cash cows, there is now little to slow Elon Musk down as he strives to drive his companies ad astra to the stars. Failure is probably the least of his worries, rather a necessity. In his own words, failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you're not innovating enough. Musk effectively manages his 3 companies, 5 children, and even makes time to think about the future. With a passionate and innovative billionaire like Musk, time has told us that he deserves to be the richest person in the world.